Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Money Multiplier with Kim. Today's guest is Jason Nightingale from Safe Money Solutions with some great information to share with you all. So stay tuned. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Money Multiplier with Kim. Today's guest is Jason Nightingale from Safe Money Solutions to share some great information.
Thank you, Kim.
Hi, Jason. Welcome back.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Great. I know we did have a great conversation already, so I want to continue on and talk about some words you had talked about in our first conversation about financial distribution platform. Maybe you can explain to us what that is, and what exactly does that mean?
Well, as you well know, there are several pieces to finance. There's different views out there. You got people like Robert Kiyosaki, Matson Money, different groups teach things like the 6 pillars of money or the 4 domains of finance. So basically, if you were to draw a picture of a house, you'd have a roof, walls, and a foundation, right? Well, inside the house, you got rooms, like you got assets and liabilities in a financial house, and the roof is there to protect those, right? And the foundation is there to hold those up. So a financial distribution platform deals with all 4 domains of finance. You have the cash flow and strategies around how to help that. You have the assets and strategies around how to help people protect and grow their assets. You have the liabilities and strategies on how to quantify time in being debt-free and paying off liabilities. And then the protection products, which are insurances. So there's no way I could write home and auto and umbrella and, disability and life and Medicare and long-term care and all the kinds of insurance, right? So to be holistic, like a holistic medicine group, you walk in one door, you fill out the clipboard one time, you hand it to one nurse or one doctor, and they refer you out within a system or a network. When you get there, everybody's got your notes. They all know what you're allergic to. They've got all your medications, your health history, everything. It's nice because a holistic medicine system, they work together. They're professionals so that the chiropractor doesn't prescribe something for your back that's going to react with something over here that your foot doctor is giving you for inflammation for your feet or whatever, right? So holistic finance works that way. When you have everybody inside of your financial house that can help your client, I can say, you know what, Kim, I don't do home and auto, but we have a professional on our team that does. Let me refer you over to Ryan and he'll get you taken care of. All right. Okay, great. And then I walk them into the Zoom room and let those two have it. Make the 3-way introduction and they're off and running. So financial distribution platform took me several years to build. I helped John to build Concierge for Advisors when he was still alive. Concierge for Advisors was a world-class financial distribution platform in Phoenix, Arizona. They had influence over about 12,000 advisors. And every 45 days, I would fly to Phoenix from Idaho, and we would hold an event called the Galvanized Mastermind event. And that's where advisors would come there. Basically, imagine you're an artist and you've got 48 colors on your platen, and you really wanted 256 colors because you saw a beautiful valley and you wanted to paint it, but you realized there were a lot of different shades and colors in there, and you didn't want to have to mix them. You wanted to be able to buy all these paints. Well, this was a place for advisors to come and to get what they need so they could paint a beautiful financial picture for their clients when they went back home. Right. We were their financial distribution platform to give them the tools in their bag and the arrows in their quiver to do their job efficiently. That's what a good financial distribution platform does. Unfortunately, and I'll end with this, so many places, and I don't want to say the names, but household names, if I said them, you would recognize. I'll just say them because I'm not bashing them, but like maybe Fisher Investments or Vanguard Fund or,
Mhm.
Wells Fargo Financial, they can
Mhm.
only sell their own products.
Right.
So it's almost like trying to drive square pegs in round holes. If you only got 7 or 8 things and take them or leave them, you're just roughshotting people. And
Right.
sometimes you can have a lot greater impact with people if you have unlimited access to different tools for tax.
Well,
And we do all the different areas like the tax planning,
mhm.
income planning, retirement planning, and estate planning, like trusts.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Everybody's different, obviously, right? We're not all in the same financial position. We're all, there's, people in this situation, people in this situation, but having that ability to have a platform that helps everybody in every stage of their life, or, whether they're just starting out or in late stage planning, or, they have 500,000 where somebody has 100,000, whatever that situation may be, everybody's different. And the fact that you can gear and make those plans for them based on their situation is amazing, right? Just like you said, if you go to Wells Fargo or you go to you go to another company, they're only doing their products. So I do insurance, right? So when I do insurance, I say, hey, I have 15 companies to choose from. I'm not just giving you one product, because one product, then you're absolutely trying to fit a square peg in a round hole, right? Because you're limited to what you can offer. You're limited to how you can help that client.
That's right.
Having that ability to have all these tools in your arsenal that you can utilize for these clients and educate them and give them what they need in order to get them where they need to be. Everybody has a different goal, right? We all have goals in our life. I want to travel when I retire, right? How can I do that? How can I retire? I'm going to say, Jason, I want to retire at 65. How do I do that? This is what I got. This is where I want to be, and this is what I want to do when I retire. How do you, and if someone comes over to you and says that, what do you say to them? Can you say, hey, let's take a look at this. This is how we can help you, right? This is really what people are looking for now. They're looking for solutions. They're looking
Mhm.
for they're looking for the opportunity to be able to grow their money.
Yep. And I like to dig all the way to the bottom and go to the part that everybody overlooks. And that's, what are you doing with the cash flow that's coming in your house
Right.
month in and month out? Let's look at what you're doing. Let's look at your checking and savings. And people are like, what does that have to do with retirement? Oh, trust me, it does. If
Mm-hmm.
you change the way you handle your money, you'll change your life. And see, here, a lot of financial advisors, the big argument is, why are you telling people to pay down their mortgage early? If they can make 6 or 8% on that money, that 3% mortgage is not hurting them. You're
Right.
costing them money. No, I'm not. Because what they don't realize is, I have a system where my money can be in 2 places at once. In other
Mm-hmm.
words, while I'm saving those dollars for retirement that they're wanting my clients to save, I can access through a loan against those funds without upsetting that compounding to pay down my debt. And it's called cash value life insurance. When you
Yep.
design a cash value life insurance properly, your money can be in 2 places at once.
Mm-hmm.
And when you replace your borrowed funds after your mortgage is freed up, you now use that cash flow to refill that tank, like on a toilet. When you
Mm-hmm.
flush the clear water in the back, it gets
Yep.
rid of the bad in the front. Think of it that way. My velocity banking technique gets rid of your debt extremely fast, and then you refill that tank by repaying your policy loans. Why would you do that? So you could flush something else. That way, when you want to buy a rental property, you could own a new rental property just with $2,000 free and clear each month.
Mm-hmm.
A $250,000 mortgage can be paid in 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's unbelievably fast with velocity banking. I can even show people as little as 2.5 years once they're getting rent on the first rental. So
Right.
pretty soon you're buying a rental every 1.5 years or 2 years, because they don't realize you don't have to put a 10-year or 20-year mortgage on every house you buy.
Right. Right.
Using velocity banking and credit lines, you can own those so quick. You can change your financial future by getting into the rental game or getting into Turo, which is
Mm-hmm.
renting your own car on an app. I've taught little old ladies how to build cash flow
Right.
by buying little. I taught Linda Bowles how to go to the bank and get, this is a lady who's 72, how to go to the bank and get a $15,000 loan and go up to the GM dealership and buy a car with less than 20,000 miles with a bumper to bumper extended warranty. Out the door, payment on the warranty, the car, and everything was under $300 a month. and she can rent that car for $75 a day. It's a nice 6-seat sedan, full-size car. She can rent that car out and pay her grandson to detail it. That woman had several of those cars eventually.
Wow. That's amazing. See, now these are the things that people need to know, right? These are the things we're just bogged down by all this interest. We're bogged down by the, we're just prisoners to the bank. We're prisoners to loan companies. We're prisoners to credit card companies, showing people how to redirect their money, show them a different way to just do what you're saying. It's really a great opportunity to teach them this. And I know that I do life insurance. We talk about cash value all the time. And we talk about, you talk about velocity banking, infinite banking, whatever you want to talk about. It's about being able to loan money to yourself, right? Instead of going to a bank, going to a credit card, going to here, and then redirecting those funds. So not only are you creating, wealth, but you're paying your debt off as well. So that's the best of both worlds, right? You got it in two places. You're creating wealth and you're paying off your debt at the same time. So, I mean, you can't ask for better than that. These are the things that people need to know. These are the things that people need to understand, that these strategies are out there, that they can do this and they can get these financial burdens off of their backs and learn the right ways to be able to invest your money, the right ways. And the real estate market's always been a great way to invest your money, right? Showing people how to pay your mortgage off in 2 years or 3 years on an investment property, and pay your mortgage off in 5 to 7 years. I mean, come on, why wouldn't you want to do that? I mean, that is truly an amazing tool to have, and that is something that we really want to get the word out and teach people all about this. And you're the expert in this field, so we definitely want to talk about this further. So and one last question to go, how has your business evolved due to because of this financial distribution platform, all these things you're talking about?
Oh, it's evolved because times changed. When COVID hit, we put on a precious metals division, and we sold $3.5 million worth of gold and silver the very first year, because I started realizing that we were heading towards a digital currency, that we were going to be, we were printing money out of oblivion. During COVID, during 4 months, they printed 40% more money than was already in supply.
Wow.
In a 4-month stretch. It was unprecedented. So they are destroying not only the American economy, but the US dollar or paper fiat currency as a whole. So the world will be going to a digital dollar, and you already have a Fed Now wallet, whether you know it or not. Someday they'll have more control. They'll make you download this wallet, and only those that are truly ready for this change are going to not be hurt by it. And so we teach a whole system of money handling to help people only have their money go in and out of that wallet as quickly as possible, so that they don't store excess revenue there.
I gotcha.
So that's part of my master class.
Oh yeah, well, I definitely got to get involved in that master class for sure.
We have evolved quite a bit,
people to that,
and added so many different strategies to our game, and so it's been truly fun. I want to mention to you what you were just saying earlier about velocity banking and infinite banking. Think of your life as 30 days long. Let's just say it was only 30 days long, and let's say each day of your life you got paid 1 penny from a farmer, but he only started you at a penny, and tomorrow night the farmer would pay you 2 pennies, and then the third night he would double it again and pay you 4 pennies, and then 8 pennies, and then 16 pennies, and then 32 pennies, like that. And your life was 30 days long. How much money do you think you could amass in those 30 days getting paid a penny that doubles each night?
Right.
I mean, I have all kinds of answers. People don't even realize. But by day 20, it's only up to $20,000. Okay. But watch what happens in the next 10 days. 20 becomes 40, then 80, then 160, 320, 640, 1.28 million, 2.56 million, 5.12 million, 10.24 million. So if you have a system of money handling that could not upset compound interest, watch what happens if you don't. In day 20, when you had $20,000 in your life, if you needed an emergency surgery for your daughter and you drained the 20,000 out, wouldn't you have to start all the way back over saving money again? Yes, you would.
Yeah.
But with cash value life insurance, you take a loan against the
Right.
20,000 from the insurance company's money. Your money keeps going 40, 80, 160,
Right.
320. It creates the money to pay the loan back.
Correct. That's right.
Compound interest is amazing. And when
Oh,
you
yeah.
don't interrupt it, it needs time and it needs to be uninterrupted, because
Mhm.
that would have been a $10 million surgery mistake had you
Right.
drained the coffers to do it on day 20. So
I
my
got
point is, find a strategy that where your money can work in two places at once. So it's got its car hearts on while you sleep and you'll get ahead. And that's what we teach at Safe Money Solutions.
That's awesome. All right. Thank you so much, Jason. This has been enlightening to say the least. And I definitely, definitely we're going to have a further conversation on this and maybe get some client experiences as well. So, Jason, thank you so much for joining us. And thank you, everybody, for joining Money Multiplier. And we'll see you soon. Have a good day.
Thank you, Kim.
Mhm.